How are we doing today? We're going to be going over the text function today, and what we'll be doing is looking at how it can simplify a lot of things, help you break down calculations, and really it's just a quick, easy function that can make your data analysis a lot easier, a lot faster. And you can flash fill pretty much the whole thing to, really you can save hours, if not days, using this little function. So, moving on to Excel, let's say we go over here and we have this data. So we need to break it down. Okay, well, we have every weekday, we have the exact date on the calendar, and we have how much revenue was generated that day. So let's say we need to figure out how much was done in January. Okay, we can do this. Sum, and we'll click the entire amount in January. Enter. We can go equals sum, and we'll find the entire amount in February. Okay, but we don't want to do that. That's going to be a pain. So what we're going to do instead, because hey, maybe we drag something too far, maybe we don't go far enough, we'll use the text function. So we look at this date, we're going to break it out by year and by month. So we'll type this one in, month, year. So equals text. The value we want to look at is this one. Then we hit a comma. How are we going to format it? Here's the trick. You have to do the double quotation marks, month, 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 and it'll follow the same syntax. So the capital M means the first letter is going to be capitalized, the other two will be lowercase. Then we close those quotation marks, close the parentheses, hit enter. So there we go, January. Now let's say we didn't do the quotation marks. You would go there, and we'll go MMM. Doesn't work. Got to put those quotation marks in there. But if we don't capitalize it, see, oh wow, got lucky there. Anyway, you do this, and then we'll do the same for year, equals text, comma, quotation marks, year, 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 and then close the quotation marks, close the parentheses. So January 2019, it draws off that, it draws off that. So if we copy it and bring it down, it's drawing off the next one. So you see the blue is there, and the blue is there. So we can flash fill, or we can copy this. You just drag across, you hit this little button, and there we go. It automatically copies that equation down the whole way, and it stops at the end of the range. So we didn't have to write it more than twice. We can just go there, flash fill, problem solved. But let's say we want to get an average. So we'll type in January, March, and so on. So again, we can use flash fill, and what do you know? It picks up the pattern. It knows we're looking for months. And say we want to do something like equals sum if. So we'll take this range. It's got the month in there. So there. F4, lock it down. And then criteria, it's going to be January. Well, here's what we'll do, because it has to match exactly. So we'll copy those. Now we have abbreviations. That'll work. So there it is. Equals sum if, and we're going to look in here. Criteria, we're matching that, and we're going to add the totals up. We lock it down again with F4 on each of those, close it. We have that, except, remember we had 2020 and 2021 in there. So what we can do is basically go 2019, 2020, and equals sum ifs. So the range we want to add is the revenue. F4, lock it down. And what's the criteria? Range 1. So the first criteria we'll look for is, let's say, month. So the months are here. F4, lock it down, comma, criteria 1, January. Then criteria range 2 is the year. And there we go. F4, lock it down, comma, go right up there, and we'll close it out. And there we go. We have the January 2019 all the way through December, but see what happened here. So we go here. See how it popped down? We have to use our F4s again. So here, we're going to lock the 8. So this one we need the column G first. So this one, the purple, the G8, we'll put a $sign there to make it absolute so it will not change. Now it can go down, but it won't go over. So when we go there, it won't be a problem. And here, we always want it to stay in the 7th row. So we want to lock the 7th, put a $sign in front of that so it can move horizontally, but not vertically. So enter, and flash fill, and we can copy, paste, flash fill. And we have all our totals right there, all because we use this text function to break down our data in a slightly different way. But what I like to do is I'll go and do a pivot table. So insert, pivot table, see it highlights the range. Just hit OK, and it'll give you a new page. But just to show it more with the real data or the first set of data, we'll hit existing location, worksheet, boom, right there, hit OK. So if we want it to be sorted by, let's say, weekday, because we have that, and revenue. So right here we have all of the Sundays, Mondays, and so on. Then we could do it by date, but that's going to get ugly, so you'll see. You see, it's going to go, breaks it down to a bunch of stuff. Not really what we're looking for. We want months. So we just want 12 items. We don't care about the days. So right here, much less time than this, we got this. But we just add the year over here. Looks awfully familiar, huh? I mean, if we went to do this, and then flash filled it down, gosh, that looks almost identical, especially if you do grand total, and if you were to write funny how those look, huh? Pretty darn similar. But that's what text does. It lets you break your data down in a super fast way. It lets you adjust things, manipulate them. Let's say you wanted it by Tuesdays as well. You could do that. You could do Tuesdays, January 1st in 2019, or Tuesday, January 2019, anything like that. Tuesday, October 2020, however you'd want to do it. But when you combine this text function, it really enhances the ability of your pivot tables to break down data exactly how you want it. So that's about it, and I'll see you next time.